Hey, what's up guys? This is Jacques and I'm here in Hiroshima, Japan for work as a professional writer, and I'm going to show you what's in my bag. So first of all, this is the Peak Design 20-liter bag, and yeah, I've been using it for about a year and a half or so. Mostly satisfied with it. There's a few gripes, but overall solid build quality and good design. So let's get into what's inside. First we have my 14-inch MacBook Pro. This is the 2021 model, and I do all of my work on here as well as editing photos and videos. This is a beast of a machine and I really enjoy using it as well. Next up we have another Apple product. This is the iPad Pro 11-inch. I have a Apple Pencil as well, and yeah, I actually like to use this as a secondary screen for my MacBook when I'm working, and I found it's quite helpful if I want to kind of spread out my windows and have a lot of stuff on screen at once. So you can connect your iPad directly to your MacBook over Bluetooth if you would like to use it as a secondary display, but I also like to use a USB-C to USB-C cable. I found that tends to be a little bit more stable when you're connected, and you won't have it where it's kind of losing connection and freezing, which can be a little bit annoying if you're working. Next up, we got some more tech goodies. This here is it's a gallium nitride charger. I like this one because it has 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A. So just in case I'm stuck with a USB-A, I'd be able to, charge up my devices with no issues. It's rated for 65 watts, but I found that this is actually a little bit weak. But the reason I got this one is because it's about the same size as the 20-watt charger from Apple, and about the same weight, maybe a little bit heavier. But given that it has way more ports and higher wattage, I think this is a worthy buy. So as a writer, it does make sense to sometimes carry a notebook. Sometimes the metal spiral notebook rings can scratch up other things in your bag. So the thing I like about this is that it's a soft touch plastic, so you're not going to have to worry about scratching up any of your other devices or things. This is one of my favorites. So this here is the Logitech MX Master 3, but it is a really nice ergonomic wireless mouse, and it has a couple buttons on the side, a horizontal scroll wheel, vertical scroll wheel, regular buttons, and this special button that kind of unlocks the scroll wheel so you can go super fast. Helpful when you're dealing with really long documents, 30-40 pages, you have to scroll quite a bit. Greetings from the future. So as I was editing, I realized that I lost a bunch of footage. So I'm going to introduce the items that I lost. So these are my current headphone of choice, the Nothing Ear 2s, wireless earbuds. They have active noise cancellation, quite excellent sound quality, and a really cool design. So everything is kind of transparent, so you can just see the inner parts of the earbuds, which is really cool. Next up, I spend a lot of time looking at screens. So this is just a cheap pair of blue light cutting glasses that I found on Amazon a while ago. And if I'm going to be spending all day looking at a screen, editing documents, doing that kind of thing, I like to have one of these handy. Okay, so this is Mintia. This is a very popular mint brand in Japan, and you can get all kinds of different flavors. And this one here is called Ume Squash, ume being a plum. It's just a very nice fruity flavored mint that helps me, stay alert and awake even if I have a really long day. Okay, next up, so this is actually a recent acquisition for me, and it's a magnetic pair of wrist rests. So you basically put them on your laptop or something, and you just have wrist rests ready to go. And when you're done using them, you can just throw it in your bag and you'll never lose just one of them. I actually quite like these because, especially if you have larger hands, your hands are going to be sitting on this sharp edge of the MacBook. So I like to use these, kind of just make sure that I have a good angle to do my typing. So this has really been a helpful thing to just have handy in my bag. Those are basically all the standard items I take with me when I'm doing some writing work, but also whenever I'm going to new cities around Japan, I like to stay fit by going on runs, and it's also a great opportunity to explore a new city. And I think seeing cities on foot is a really great way to kind of get to know the area. So this here is the Huawei Band 8. It's the newest fitness band from Huawei, and I really like it because it has a very low profile. It's a small screen, but it's big enough to have enough vital information when you're going on your runs. You could track things like your heart rate, your distance, your pace, that kind of thing. And I always like to wear an actual watch. So basically I only bring this out for when I'm going on runs, or sometimes if I want to do some sleep tracking. Maybe the best thing about this is that the battery life is fantastic. I hate the idea of how if you have an Apple Watch, you have to charge it every day, just like your phone, or best case every 2 days. Whereas this, I can go 1-2 weeks and not have to worry about charging it until the end of like 14 days, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so those are the things that I lost footage for when I was back in the hotel room, but now I have footage for the remainder, so I'll cut back to that. So next up, I actually like to bring this GoPro Hero 9 with me. Maybe you've seen on my channel I do running videos, and whenever I'm traveling around different places in Japan, I like to explore a new city by running around. Lock it in, and then it has like a magnetic latch system. So you can put it right in there, and then get a nice recording at a decent camera height. And check out my running videos if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I also got this here, which is used basically as like a mic cover for like the entire GoPro. It does a pretty good job of getting rid of any wind noise when you're using the GoPro on a run. So that's my running gear. And the last thing that I like to keep just in the little side pocket is a portable folding umbrella. It tends to rain quite a bit during the summertime in Japan, so I like to have this ready to go wherever I am headed. So yeah, that was what's in my bag, and thanks for watching.